What is up, my good friends, and welcome to episode 51. I think it's 51 of the Age of Engineering series with me, Closet Gamer. That is right. We are in the space age, and today we were supposed to be setting up our space station and visiting some other planets. But what I want to do is I want to look at the wireless crafting terminal with the Infinity Booster card. So Sakumi mentioned that the Infinity Booster card would be a great upgrade for me because going up into space I'm going to need to be running backwards and forwards, and the range of this is about 38 meters. So 38 meters is not far enough. It's definitely not space anyway, is it? So what I'm going to do is today I am going to set up some Entangled Singularity automation, and the generation of Entangled Singularities relies on the creation of normal singularities, and normal singularities are made in a matter condenser. So let's get that set up. So I've set up some recipes already in my system. So if we have a look here, I've got these guys, these cobblestone generator tier 5s. They're automated to the point of everything apart from generation of lava buckets and water buckets. So I've got some lava and some water buckets. They'll take a few seconds to craft, I imagine. There's one done already, and there's two. There's three, and there's four, and there is number 5. Number 5? No? Okay, well that's maybe... What's this waiting for? Oh, it's crafting some more glass. Okay. Right, now, the other thing that we need is a couple of matter condensers. So let's grab 2 of these guys. Can we do 2? Yes, we can do 2. So 2 matter condensers. And then the other thing that I've put into my system is 64K storage cells as well. So these are going to take a little while to craft, I imagine. So let's get those going. That should fire up a load of circuits being made. Firing up some circuits being made? Are you? Yes, you are. Look at this. So that's going to take a few minutes to craft. Now let's whiz downstairs because I've made some changes. Where are we? Where are we? We're underneath the ground. If we go through to here, I've pimped out my spawning area a little bit. So look, I've replaced everything with marble. I've got my Enderman and Zombie Farm and Blaze Farm. They're running. Let's turn those off though because they lag out quite a bit. That's all being fed in to this little guy. Come on, dude. You shouldn't even be out. These are all feeding into an ME, into the ME system using ME conduit. I've got these set up so only these bits are allowed to come into the system. There's loads and loads of rotten flesh here because I've got 4 vats that are making nutrient distillation being fed off netherwort and rotten flesh. I've ditched my netherwort farm in favour of this garden cloche, which is doing the job no problem. I mean, look at this. The amount of netherwort that this thing produces is crazy. I don't know what I was thinking. So my farm, at the moment, I've sort of just blocked it off. It's not really doing anything. It's just sitting there. I might use this room for something else, but there you go. So that's pretty good. It means that we've got tons and tons of nutrient distillation in here. And if you remember, the nutrient distillation is being piped upstairs, and it's being piped upstairs into our vat that we've got here. That is going to make us dew of the void as and when we need it. So that is pretty good. It's all automated as well. This is automated. This is making me ender crystals. It's got my XP being fed up as well. How many levels have we got in our XP obelisk? 96 levels. That should last us a little while, shouldn't it? So let's see if these storage cells are actually crafted yet. How are you doing, storage cells? Are you done? There's one. That's enough to be getting on with anyway. And what's the other one waiting for? It's waiting on these guys. Refined circuit cards. And some glass as well. It's crafting. It's got 3 stored. That shouldn't take a second actually. We might as well just wait for that one. Any second now? Any second now. Come on. Come on, glass. Glass? There you go, it's done. Right, okay, so 64K storage cells. So we've got 2 of those. So that's pretty good. They're quite expensive to make actually. Now I'm just thinking about where I'm going to set up my cobblestone generators and my condensers. And I'm thinking that maybe we can just stick it in the wall here. Probably be a good place for it, wouldn't it? So we can have our 5 cobblestone generators that I haven't got. Where are you? There you are. You're in my system. They can go in the wall here, like there. And then my 2 matter condensers can go there. And they can each have one of these storage components. what we'll do is we'll get item conduits going on here, and each one of these will be extract always active. So let's set those up. Extract always active, 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 and then these two will be insert. There we go, there. And then these need to be set to condense into singularities. There we go. And then this one is going to be insert. Nice, we'll get rid of this. Now, these should go fairly fast, but what we need to do is upgrade these, I think. Upgrade our ME conduits to be faster ones. So first of all, I've noticed something. If I've got item conduits and things on my hotbar and I scroll through here, then it lags out my hotbar a little bit. So because it's trying to render the facades going transparent, so I'll take those off now. Now, what I want to get is some speed upgrades for my Ender IO conduit. So let's maybe make. Let's start with 5 each, shall we? So let's grab 30 pistons. Then let's grab some of these guys, and I haven't got any of electrical steel. So let's make some more electrical steel. So let's say 180, which is 6 times 30, which will get us quite a bit of that. So that's going to cook. That will take a little while. That's going to go in our arc furnace downstairs, isn't it? Let's check that that's all working the way it should be working. You making us electrical steel? You are? There's a slime down here. Where are you, slime? I can hear you. I can hear you, slime. Oh, Christ. Get out of here, quick. This is really noisy. Okay, let's go back upstairs. Right, that's going to make us our electrical steel. I'll be back once that's cooked. Right, let's see how many of these we can make now. 15, that'll do for the moment, won't it? That'll be enough to get us going a little bit. How are these guys doing? Let's put a couple of these in there. 3 in each one for the moment. That should speed things up quite significantly, I think. I hope so anyway. I don't want to be making loads of these. Right, so 3 in each of these guys, and then we'll have a look and see how these are doing. How you doing? It's whizzing up nicely. Yes. That should make us some singularities fairly quickly, I think. Maybe we can get another one of these, maybe. Let's have a look, see if we can make another one. And then we can get... So let's have another 64k storage cell. Like that. And then another one of these guys. Like that. Alright, so the 64k storage cell, again, is going to spark up all of these machines. You can see them being made. Look at this. Fantastic. I love the automation. It's great. Let's put this one over here. So once we get one Entangled Singularity from each of these guys, we'll be able to make our terminal. And that'll be pretty good, won't it? So let's have a look, see if our storage cell is done yet. Almost. What's it waiting for? It's crafting these circuit cards. So that's going to take a few minutes, so I'll be back in a sec. Right, so I got bored of waiting simply because I'm impatient, and these are going quite fast now. I've got speed upgrades 7 in these now, and that is feeding these pretty damn quick. I know I'm going to need a lot of singularities for Draconic Evolution, so I'm not too fussed about wasting a bit of resources in getting this set up. And in fact, I think I might have to spend a little bit more time, maybe doing some more of these. Yes. I'm not quite sure what the bottleneck is. It might be that these are not producing the cobblestone fast enough, or it might be that these are not passing the items fast enough. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, we'll leave those to run, and then we'll get on with the next bit of this, which is going to be the automation side of the Entangled Singularities. So I've got an idea of what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do a little bit of setting up over here, and then I'll be back in a sec. Right, so just looking at the tooltip for the Entangled Singularity, to create one singularity you need to drop one ender dust and cause an explosion within range of the items. Now, I've seen people use TNT for this, and I've got an idea that I think should work without any problems, and that is, and I'll show you now, a steam boiler. So steam boilers will explode if they don't get enough, they don't have an output for the water, and I think that that is classed as an explosion. So I've made a steam boiler. and I've got one in my inventory here. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on top of this heater that I've got here. So behind here, I've got an EU splitter cable, which means I can just switch it on and off. I can switch the heater on and off. So that heater is now on. This steam boiler can go there. That should be getting heat now. You're getting heat? Ah, it's because I haven't put these coils in there. Now that should be getting heat. That's good. And then I should be able to turn this off with my switch. Now you should stop getting heat. You should be dropping. Just why it uses up its buffer. Now you should be dropping. Yes, you're dropping. Good. Okay. Now we just need to pipe some water into here. So I've got a reservoir behind here as well. So let's grab that and make it go extract always active. Now if we set this up so that it is producing so that it's 1000 millibuckets a tick, that should, when that reaches 100 degrees, that should start exploding. Now let me just tidy this up a little bit so it doesn't look so gross behind here. There we go. That looks nice, doesn't it? Now once this gets to 100 degrees it should start exploding, but without causing any damage to the surrounding environment. Then what I want to get is a precision dropper and a range collector. So I've got some of those that I made for some other things. I've got 3 there, just one of those. I'll just drop my axe in there. Come back here, pick. And then the other thing that I need is a collector as well. So let's grab that there. Let's put both of those down here like this. Now the precision dropper is going to go. Shit, that scared the freaking life out of me. See, it's exploding. That's good. It's at 100 degrees. It's really loud and it's exploded. Let me just turn this off for a sec. As soon as it drops, it should stop exploding. Thank God for that. Crikey, that absolutely really made me jump. Oh my lord. Nearly wet myself. Right, okay. Now the precision dropper is going to go and it's going to drop things. Get down there. There we go. Right, it's going to go there. So we need the dust and the stuff and the things and the stuff. Now this range collector is going to go there, and that's going to pick up the singularities. We need to whitelist those as well. So now we can maybe get some marble and put one there, one there. So that looks pretty good, I think. I think that should work. We'll have to wait and see until we get some singularities so we can check it. But I'll glass it off as well. That should be pretty good. Okay, so I've just added a little bit of automation on here. Not much, just a little tiny bit. I'm going to put an advanced filter on there and I'm going to whitelist those to come out. And then the insert should collect the singularities once they're explodified. In terms of our singularities, let's have a quick look at how they're doing. So I've added another 2 cobblestone generators on each side of these. I think the issue with this middle one is these ones are getting fed by those 6 as a priority. Those 2 are getting fed by those 3 as a priority, and the middle one is just left sort of as the poor cousin. But this is like halfway through now. It's going pretty fast. I've got maximum speed upgrades in each of these now, so it's pretty good. I have got these set to round robin, but it doesn't seem to be splitting it very evenly. I mean, this one's going a lot slower than these ones. I mean, look at this. Look at the speed difference in the 2. So I might have to put some more cobblestone generators above this one, or maybe just feed in or split this slightly. I'm not quite sure what I want to do. Maybe I could just have those 4 feeding that one, those 4 feeding that one. No, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for those, and then I'll be back in a sec once I've got the stuff. Right, the countdown begins for our first ever singularity. Oh my god, look at this. Almost there. There we go, 1 done. Bosh. And I'm going to set this to extract always active, actually, because that should have come out of there. That should go in there. These 2, not doing too bad, not doing too bad. I've added some more cobblestone generators and separated those lines, so each one of these is basically fed by 6 now. But we can test our system. We can test whether our thing works. Let's have a quick look at... Let's get this Yeta wrench off there. Let's get those off there, actually, because that lags out. Let's check whether our system actually works. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my Yeta wrench and I'm going to say to this guy, you are allowed to extract singularities as well. And then you are going to pick them up and you are going to drop them. So you're going to drop the singularities. Now, what we need to do is switch on our boiler. So that should start getting temperature. Now, if we put one of these in there, and then one of those in there, let's drop both of those there now. When this gets up to temperature, it should cause an explosion, which turns those into a quantum entangled singularity. Either that or this episode is a massive waste of time and it didn't work. So I'll be back once that's at about 98 degrees. So there's 96 degrees. Should kick in an explosion any second now. Did it work? Switch it off quick. I think it worked. It did work. It did work. Look at that. Quantum entangled singularity. Now we just need to add this to the whitelist of this guy, and then that is fully automated. I think that'll work. These are classed as separate items, though. I think if we ignore metadata, that should be okay. It should be able to pick those up, and then they can come in here. So that is cool. So we've got quantum entangled singularity is automated without using any TNT and any wasted resources. Fantastic, apart from a little bit of EU. So that's pretty good. So I'll wait for the rest of these to be done, and I'll automate those as well, and then we can build our infinity upgrade. So our third and final singularity is ready, and let's go upstairs to over here. I'll switch this on already. It should be getting up to temperature pretty soon, 70 degrees. So let's put those in there. Let's put those in there, and then they should go into there. Let's get some glass actually. Make this look a bit prettier whilst it gets up to temperature. What's this doing? Why is it doing that? It's going around in a loop. Whitelist. Let's blacklist. Yeah, let's blacklist that. And then... Crikey. Jesus Christ. It's made them already. It's not the quietest machine in the world, is it? Jesus Christ. Okay, so we've got our 6 sets of we've got our 3 sets, I should say, of entangled singularities. So that's pretty good. Let's get some glass and let's quickly tidy this up, just a little tad. Which one should we take? Let's get some of this clear glass from environmental tech. Do I like clear glass from environmental tech? Yes, that looks nice. Excellent. Okay, so fully automated, or not fully automated, but partially automated, quantum entangled singularities. How nice. So let's see about this infinity booster card now then, shall we? So it's this one. I'm going to need some bits and pieces. I'm going to need one of these guys. A Fluix pearl. There we go. That's that bit done. This bit. Nice. And then we've got that. So we should be able to grab these guys and these guys and then these guys, and that should give us infinity booster card. Excellent. Now I just need to make this wireless crafting terminal. So I've got my original crafting terminal. I need another Fluix pearl. Nice. And then maybe good to go. Excellent. Okay, so let's give this guy some power. Actually, he's getting some power already. I need to link him in here, I think. There we go. Now that should... It's getting power from our battery. If I get my infinity booster card there, then that should mean that we can go to the moon, or go wherever we want actually, and we should still be able to use our stuff. So let's get our spacesuit from over here. Where are you, spacesuit? Are you in here? Let's put this on. Spacesuit. Okay, so we're good to go. I think good to go to the good to go to our space station. Let's dial it up. Space Station 5 dial. Check we've got our advanced porter. Yes, and let's go. Okay, here we are. Let's see if this works. Yes, I've got all my stuff. Fantastic, and I can craft as well while I'm here. So I'm going to spend some time. I'm going to build up my space station a little bit, and I'll see you guys back in a sec once I have a little bit more of a habitat up here. Okay, my friends, we are back, and I'm back home. I've just come back to pick up my rocket and to recharge my batteries and to refill my oxygen. But we need to get our rocket. We need to take it to our space station, just to actually check whether it docks in the space station that I've built. So as you can see in my inventory, I've got lots of chiseled blocks and bits and pieces. I've been mucking about with these blocks from Chisel actually. There's some really nice ones in there. There's all these sorts of vents and stuff that you can get. And what I sort of noticed that you can paint cobblestone with these blocks. So you only have to make one. If you want to get like a block of tin or a block of diamond or whatever, you can make one block of diamond, paint it, and then you can actually take the diamond back and put it back into your system. So that's pretty good. So I've got some. I've been using lapis, and I've been using these Futura blocks as well, and Tyrian blocks as well. Not too bad to make, pretty easy to make, and I'll show you what I've been doing when we get there. We're just coming up to altitude now, I think. So 1 or 2 ticks, and then we shall be back in space, back in orbit. Now, as I was saying, it's quite difficult to craft in space because every time you jump, you sort of zoom up into the sky like 1,000 feet or whatever, and it makes it really difficult. But I've persevered, and I think I've made a half decent attempt at the start of a space station. As you can see on the mini map now, actually, it's looking pretty good. Let me jump. Should I jump off this? No, let's not jump off it. Actually, I want to check that it docks perfectly actually into the space station. I've left like a 3x5 open space in the space station for our shuttle to dock. So that should be okay, I think. Let's put some more fuel in this so that it's ready to go. And we should be coming up to our space station now. There goes the retro thrusters. Lovely, lovely. Can we see it yet? Here it comes. It's coming into view. Look at this. Look at this thing that I've built in space. It was really hard to do. But I think it looks okay. Let's get off here. We can have a little look around. So this is the landing area, and I've used some painted cobblestone, painted with blocks of tin, in the warning stripe fashion. And then I've got these Futura blocks here. These look pretty good, and I've got some chiseled ones there. I've got some of these laboratory blocks from Chisel, look like vents and things. So this is going to be, unfortunately this is open, but these are designed, these are going to be airlocks over here. And then this one over here is the main area. So this is going to be an airlock as well, and I'll put an airlock there. And then this should hopefully be airtight, and this is the front of the ship over here. There's our teleport system there. I've moved it all over. Unfortunately, I could only do, well, let me zoom outside actually. I've got quite adept at navigating space. So this is the space station. This is how it looks at the moment. I've put some chiseled bits and pieces all over it, and you can see, you know, around the front there's some bits of chisels and stuff. But I've only managed to do the top half because I can't really get a block lower than where we landed until I get my jetpack. So it's unfinished on the bottom, as you can see. So, but I think it looks okay. I think it's getting there. Yes, it's getting there. Right. So these blocks. Let me just show you something. So I've got my wireless crafting terminal here, and I've got my diamond saw. You can take these and you can cut them in different directions. So that way makes a slab, and if you take those slabs and get rid of those ones, then that way gives you like a little horizontal pillar, and then you can cut it again. You can keep cutting it into smaller and smaller strips, and what you end up with is something like this. So these are like 2 pixels wide, I think. So I was just doing this bit. I was just about to do this bit over here. So I've got some chiseled parts on there already, and as you can see, it doesn't really want to go where I want it to go. So if you hold down shift, then you can sort of precisely move them around, and you can make 2 blocks occupy the same space. So it's pretty good actually. You can make some really neat little designs with these. I was quite impressed actually with Chisel. It's nice. There we go. So there's a few more finishing touches and stuff to do. A few bits and pieces, but I'll leave that for a later episode, because what I want to do today is I want to focus on getting our reactor core. I think reactor core, is that what we want to do next? I think that probably makes sense to do that next, because we need to go to other planets, don't we? So if I go inside our space station, I think I'm going to set my reactor core up in the prow of the ship at the front, and that'll be okay. It can go like right in the middle as a sort of central feature here. I just need to find the central location for it. But we should have our hollow projector in here somewhere. Where are you? There you are. Okay. And we'll chuck that on there for the moment. Actually, let's chuck all of these back into our system because we don't need these for the moment. Alright, so hollow projector. It'd be good if you could get a gravity system or something for in here. So where's the middle cube? Oh, I haven't got a middle cube. There would probably be round about the middle, so right about there. So let's shift click and let's look at the old warp core, shall we? So this is a 3x3x3, I think. Where should we put it? Like here, I think. That'd be a nice central place for it. Yeah, that looks good. So it's a 3x3x3. Yes. So it's titanium blocks. It is, yeah, blocks of titanium. And then the warp core itself, and then what's this in the top? An input hatch. And let's just have a look at the stuff that we need. So warp core, titanium block, machine structure, times 4, input hatch, and then 2 blocks of gold. So let's see if we've got the stuff to make this, shall we? Let's craft the 2 blocks of gold. It was 2 blocks of gold, wasn't it? 2 blocks of gold. And then we need to make an input hatch. Input hatch, one of those. So that should craft like straight away. Is it going to craft straight away? Yes. God, this is so handy having all my stuff like this. Then our gold should be done. Gold is done. Good. And now the only thing that concerns me is this 15 blocks of titanium. I don't know if we're going to have enough titanium. Let's have a look. We've only got 40 titanium. Oh shit. Titanium blocks. So how many do I need? I need like 2 stacks to make 15 blocks, don't I? What are we going to do about titanium then? What are we going to do? Let me have a look at something quickly. Have we got any more bauxite? What's this? Why have I got all this bauxite dust? Something is not working properly because... let me just turn some stuff off because everything's running. Right, now I put a new lens on my void miner to get bauxite. I put a brown lens on this one, so that should be getting tons of bauxite, and it seems like it is. But it should be automatically getting crushed up and processed. And something's going wrong here. I've not got any power in this. Why have I not got any power in this? What's the crack? Is this not working? Where's my memory card? Memory card? This guy? I did hear actually from someone saying that these are a bit buggy, these guys. So that's got 40 million EU in it, so that should work. There's no reason why that shouldn't be working. It's a bit annoying that this disconnects. I might actually have to run it through manually. So now this is getting power? Yes. Look at this. So that's now processing? Yes, processing. Christ. What a pain in the neck. No, actually what I'll do, I'll just I'll turn these both into bauxite, shall I? Let's have these both processing bauxite for the moment. So let's put one of those in there and we'll switch this over to bauxite dust. There we go. So you should now be getting the bauxite. Yes. And this should... That's extracting the cells. Good. I'm not sure about those hydrogen cells, but I did look at making hydrogen and you can make it quite easy. So I wasn't too fussed about keeping them. This is basically a closed loop now. Basically the cells come out of here, they're full cells, and they go into here and they're getting extracted and fed back into the system. So I'll wait for my bauxite to process, but actually whilst I'm doing that, let's why don't we get our dilithium and put it in our crystallizer as well, so we can actually get some fuel for this thing anyway, because we'll be moaning about that next, won't we? So I've got 300, I've got a lot of dilithium, Jesus Christ. Enough to make quite a few cubes, and I want to chuck some more of this junk away as well. That can go, that can go, that can go. Right, so more dilithium. Actually, there's only 4 spaces. So let's chuck it in here, in the input hatch of this, and that should process that quite nicely, I believe. There we go. I might have to make another one of these crystallizers, I'm not quite sure. But anyway, I'll be back once I've got enough titanium and enough dilithium crystals as well. Probably 2 stacks. 2 stacks should be enough, shouldn't it? Hope so. Anyway, see you in a minute. Right, my friends, we are back, and if you are familiar with the phrase "the devil makes work for idle thumbs," then you will know exactly what I mean. Basically, what it means is that when you're bored, you get up to nonsense. So, what I've done is I've made some more industrial electrolyzers, and each one of these are processed in bauxite. And if we look at how much bauxite we've actually got left in our system, remember before we had like 3,000 bauxite. We're trundling through it. We've got 630 left. And in terms of titanium, we're doing pretty well actually. We've got 183. So very, very good things. So I think now we've got enough to make our warp core, that's for sure. Let's go downstairs and let's get this guy set up, shall we? So I think as well is our crystals have processed in the time it's taken. Look at these dilithium crystals. Fantastic. Now I think as well as this warp core, we're going to need a warp core controller as well, which is this guy as well. So let's have a look at this. I don't think this is too bad. Steel plates, copper coils. We just need a couple more titanium plates, which we've got as a recipe. So let's type in the old tit, and let's get another, say 10 titanium plates, because they're made from blocks anyway. So that's good. So that should be ready right about now. Hang on a minute, we need a copper coil as well. We've got these loaded up as well. I unloaded some other recipes as well. I'll show you those in a sec. So let's grab this guy. That's going to take a little while to craft actually. What's it held up by? It's been held up by the stamping of wires. We've got Nori crystals. It's crafting copper wires as well. That's going to take a few seconds. Let's have a look at this one as well. So we need some more circuit boards. So let's look at the old circuit boards. I think I need to keep these in stock at all times. So maybe I'll set this up so we keep at least a few of these in stock. You know, maybe 10 or so. That would probably be better than crafting these individually because they take a little bit of time. So I think our copper coil is done now. So we should be able to make warp core. Yes. Excellent. We'll put him there, and then warp core controller. What do you say? We need one more. We need a user interface. We can get that. It's no problem. Then this guy, and I think we might need our linker. So if we've still got our linker, I know we did have it. Yes, we have. There it is. Excellent. Okay, so I think we should be good to now go and set this up. But what I'm going to do, actually, in addition to that, is I'm going to grab a matter receiver. I've set up the recipe for power cubes as well. So let's craft one of these. Go, power cell. And then I've got a power cell card as well. Let me just hop up here. Well, I haven't got my jumping boots on. Oh, I'm inside the furnace. That's not a good place to be. Shit, get out of there. I think if we go on this guy, this is linked to number 4. Yes. So if we set that to there, then that will link that to number 4. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the moon and I'm going to set up a mat receiver there, so we can set up our moon base as well. So let's dial in to our space station first of all. Let's go into here. Let's go to our space station. Okay, so we're at our space station now. Our hologram's still. I'm surprised that's still here, to be honest. I'm really surprised that's still here. Let's let the chunks load a little bit. All loaded? Everyone happy? Good. Right, so warp core goes there. Nice. Then this is a block of. Oh, I didn't make my blocks of titanium. Ew, shit. Good thing I've got this guy. Let's make 15 blocks of tit. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Nice. There we go. 15 blocks of titanium. We've got 30 titanium left. But hopefully our void miner will sort of do the trick when it comes to producing titanium for us. Titanium, 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 titanium. What's this in the middle? That's one of the blocks of gold. So let's grab a block of gold from there. Go. And then next level, if you please, Mr. Hologram. Thank you. And what's this? Machine structure. So where did I put those guys? There they are. Let's keep that down there. There we go. Right. Machine structure, machine structure, machine structure, structure, and then gold in the middle. The next level is titanium blocks. One there, one there. So input hatch there. That one there. There, 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 there. and then input hatch, and then it should. You're going to form? Good man, look at that. Woohoo, look at this. Right, so warp controller. Do you need power, first of all, is the question. Where can I put this? I need somewhere nice for this to go. Maybe we can put it in the wall, maybe? I think what I'll do actually, I'll put it here, and then I'll build like a little dais around it, maybe. Yeah, I'll put it here, and then I'll build something up around it, like Flight of the Navigator style. That'd be pretty cool. So now this needs to be linked. Is it linked? Nowhere to go. Fuel cost, core status. Core status is online. What about if we try and put some fuel in here? If we put all this in there. So it sucked 64 straight into itself. Is this changed a little bit? Nowhere to go. What about if we select like Jupiter, just for example? It's ready. Right, so it's linked. It's already linked to it. That's pretty good. So we've got that online. I'm not going to use it yet because I need to get some more fuel probably. That might even be enough fuel, but I'm not sure. I need to set up my mat receiver on my moon base anyway because we need to set up dilithium processing. So we just need to change our destination to the moon. Where are you? There you are. Select. No, not destination Earth. Destination Moon? Select destination. Moon. Select. Why does it keep saying Earth? Let me go to the moon. Select destination. Moon. Select Earth. Why is it doing this? Maybe I need to... Do I need to go to the moon from Earth? Can I not go to the moon from here? Okay, let's go back to Earth, and then I'll be back. Yeah, that seemed to work. What I did was I disassembled my rocket, and I took out my station ID chip, and then I put in a planet ID chip, and I think that's going to allow me to select the moon again as my destination. So where are you, moon? You're over there now. Select lunar. Good. Okay, let's go. So that's a bit of a pain in the arse, isn't it? That you've got to take your rocket apart and change the planet ID chip if you want to go from the Earth to the moon. It's a bit crazy. I wonder if there's a way around that because I don't want to be doing that every time. Because, well, especially with the graphical glitch that I've got. Okay, so we landed safely on the moon. I'm just going to set up my mat receiver here and then put my power cube next to it with my block. There we go, and if we put that guy in there, that should be getting power, and this should be getting power as well, and then we just need to name this. We're going to call it Wise Old Elf Was Here. There we go. Perfect. And then we should be able to warp to and from there. Right, now the other thing that I wanted to do whilst we're here actually is to probably get our vertical digger, maybe mine up some more dilithium. Because that would be a pretty good thing to do, wouldn't it? So if we grab this guy and we put it there and we set it to mining ores only, it's got a little bit of power already in it. And if we get our boosters as well, our phantom boosters, where are you, phantom boosters? I've only got two because I used one, but we might be able to make another one actually. We jump up a little bit. There we go. Now that should be, if we reset that. And what we'll do is we'll run some power to it with some power conduit. There we go. We'll do it from this one, and we'll just have it coming along like this. We won't make it too fancy because we're going to have to tear it down and move it fairly soon anyway. There we go, like that. Now this should be getting power. Nice. And what's it getting? Is it getting anything good? We need to pipe this out into a chest. So let's get some endo conduit on there. Always active, and then let's get a chest. Actually, we'll get a crate. I think crate's probably better, isn't it? It's got more room. So let's have a look. Crate. Have we got one? Got a medium one there. That'll do, won't it? That'll be enough. So that should, if I turn this to insert, that should be getting the stuff. Yes. And then let's grab some glowstone actually, just to make this place a little bit brighter. I've got this one. Got this cracked one. Actually, I don't want to use my textured one. I'll just put some normal glowstone down. Round about here. There we go. Looking good, looking nice. So maybe we'll just put another phantom booster on there actually. Let's see about this guy. Okay, let's see about this guy. There we go, there's that bit. And then let's grab this guy. And then let's grab this guy. Nice. So that's the maximum amount of phantom boosters that you're allowed on there, I believe. There we go. And then we just need to reset this to maximum range. And that should do about 32 by 32, I believe, is the maximum range on that thing. So we've already got 21 dilithium there. What I'll do, I'll just keep moving it around. I'm not sure if there's a better way to mine the moon. There probably is, but this is okay for the moment anyway. It's going to get us enough dilithium, I think. Enough dilithium. Not too bad. Okay, so I'm just going to check that my teleporter works, actually. Let's see if we can dial the moon, if we go back. That was a bit of a risk I just took, actually, because I've left my I've left my rocket there. So if we can't get back, then we're fucked. So let's go to Wise Old Elf was here. Dial once. Let's see about this. Yes, no problem. So, next episode, we're going to do some planetary exploration, I think. We'll go to some different planets. Mercury, maybe? Maybe Mercury would be a good idea. But we obviously need to get some dilithium to fuel this thing. I've got 21 in there so far. So we're doing okay. We're not doing too badly. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode, my friends. If you have, then please leave a like. Please leave a comment. And I wish you a happy new year as well. And I will see you guys next time.